Okay, we'll get things underway for the 12th annual Bulk Tanker Day, and it has been a bit of a change the last 12 months. Normally this would have been our 13th, but obviously with COVID we've had a number of restrictions there. So I guess today was really a test, putting a toe in the water, so to speak, for what's happening in the marketplace. And I guess the first two things I'd like to say is just congratulations on two accounts. One is for having the courage to turn up today, and it's something that we were running. We weren't 100% sure how it would go. We didn't know what numbers we would have. But at the end of the day, I said to Rob, if we had more than 100, we thought we'd be doing well. So to get somewhere near of 140, we're extremely happy. So I think in terms of congratulations, one thing that I would say is the past sort of 12 months has really shown how important the transport industry, and particularly the bulk tanker industry, is to the Australian economy, but also the people that run it, how dedicated they are to the job. So, in that time that we'd probably faced a lot of battles around availability of drivers, customers, and I guess eventually you'd really look at it and say, well, transport's an essential service, and I think we all knew that, but it's probably something that has come to the forefront in the last 12 months to the general public. So I think it's very much an underappreciated service that we provide. So from my perspective, congratulations. And then secondly on that is also the turning up today. We aligned it with the truck show. We were concerned around how it would run. We did look at running it earlier. We've probably looked at 3 or 4 different times to run it, and we felt that this was our best opportunity to get everyone together. So I think whilst we may not have the quantity of people that we've had in the past, I'd suggest that the quality is still there, and I think that's one thing that the NBTA has always been very strong on. It's not about quantity, it's always about quality. So welcome to the 12th Bulk Tanker Day. For those that are not aware, it's something that we started many years ago. I think it was 2008 was our first one, which was related to an incident that happened with a fuel tanker in regional New South Wales, and the effective response at the time was pretty underwhelming. So we had a meeting with New South Wales Fire and Rescue at the time, particularly Rob McNeil, and I guess his discussion was that we were performing pretty poorly as an industry, or his perception was that we were performing pretty poorly. So I guess from then on we developed a memorandum of understanding that we would meet on an annual basis with different regulators, the industry, different suppliers, to make sure that we were in a position where we could improve the industry with their help, and having a collaborative approach to safety in the industry. It's been an extremely long road. We've been through many meetings particularly with AFAC, who is the governing body of the fire industries or the fire services across Australia. Rob and myself and a number of the other executives have been involved in a lot of meetings to try and develop a number of joint operations. And I think in my term as a chairman, probably the most exciting thing is it looks that later this year we'll probably run our first joint exercise for recovery, potentially in Orchard Hills in New South Wales. So it probably sounds like not a great deal from people that are here, but it is really exciting that the Industry Association is working with the likes of AFAC to put together information and education sessions that relate to recovery, but also just, I guess, developing that relationship because fortunately it's a low incidence but high consequence industry, so we don't get the opportunity to speak together and work together very often, but when we do, it's pretty critical that we get it right. So it's certainly an exciting thing that we'll probably, once we get a few things bedded down in the next couple of weeks, we'll put out an announcement that we'll be looking to do a trial later this year. So I guess my advice at the moment would be you've taken the first step to get out and about. The quality of the people that are in the room is outstanding, so use your time wisely, make sure you're engaged, ask questions, don't just stand there in your little group and not get involved. So the opportunity is there today, so take that opportunity and make sure that you really get engaged, involved in conversations, ask questions. If you're not sure of something, most of our supply guys will be here all day, whether it's inside or outside. So take the opportunity, go up and ask them the questions. If there's someone that or someone or something that you're not sure about, make sure that you put your effort into making sure that you get that right.